Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. This is a response to Chris Propfe, Musically Obsessed, who set up a thread today to give me 5 instrumentals. Now Chris has just gone past the 300 subscriber mark, so well done Chris, and I'll put a link to Chris's channel below. I could pick people like Mike Oldfield and so forth who have had hundreds of instrumentals, but what I thought I'd do is actually think of the first 5 instrumentals that would come into my head. The first 5 that came into my head are the ones I'm going with. Now, none of these artists are really known for their instrumental work, although one is actually, but I'm going to include him anyway. I'm sure you'll know who that is. Okay, starting off, and the first one that came to my head is actually by Buckingham Nicks, and the track Stephanie, which is a little guitar piece. It's the second track on side 2 of this. It's a beautiful little piece, and funny enough, he took this and reworked it again into Eyes of the World for the Mirage album, because it's more or less the same song, but this is really where Eyes of the World came from. Is a little instrumental bit called Stephanie. It's a lovely wee song, lovely wee track. So that's my first choice. Second choice, and this is Blaine, Happy Families, and these guys are like a duo, electronic duo in the early 80s. They had big hits like Living on the Ceiling, Waves, Don't Tell Me, Blind Vision. But on this first album there's a track called Sad Day, and all it is just a little sort of a keyboard, a synthesizer, and it's a beautiful little number. It's mesmeric, really. I really enjoy it, always have loved it. It's catchy, really catchy, no words, but it's one of the highlights of this album for me. So that's Sad Day by Blaine. Okay, next one, and yes, I'm going to go with David Bowie, from his Heroes album, A Sense of Doubt. Now this is a weird track. It took me years to actually like this. For a long time this was the worst thing I thought he'd ever done. It's really just a 4 descending note on the piano, 4 notes descending with, it's like a screechy, almost eerie type synthesizer in the background. The thing is, it goes at a funeral pace. It's one of the most depressing pieces out. But funny enough, at the very end, although none of the instruments change, that eerie synthesizer, the way it goes at the end, it gives you hope. There is like light at the end of the tunnel. I think it's a beautiful piece. It took a long time for me to like this. In fact, it took a long time for me to like the 2 other instrumentals on this album as well, which I also adore. But I'm going to go with Sensodyne. Now funny enough, this was also B-side of Beauty and the Beast, and in those days you had jukeboxes. Now if I was drinking, or if I was in pubs at that age, if I was old enough, I would have definitely put that on just to see people's reaction, because it is like a funeral dirge, but it's really good. So Sensodyne gets my number 3 choice. Now completely the opposite to that, and we have the Housemartins, and this is a single, Happy Hour, and on the flip of this is an instrumental called The Mighty Ship, and this is so uplifting. Now really, if you know the Housemartins work, it's really just a Housemartins song without words. It starts off with the bass guitar, and then it goes into the rhythm guitar. It sounds like there's 2 rhythm guitars playing away, and that's all it is, with harmonica in the background, and it's a real dancey little number. It's a really uplifting, jump up and down sort of thing. I absolutely adore it. It was only the B-side. I think it should have been on the LP. It's that good. So that gets my number 4 choice. And lastly, I'm going to show a CD here, and this is Bob Dylan's The Bootleg Series, volumes 1 to 5, or 1 to 3, 1 to 3. This is the first of the whole bootlegs. He's got about volume 103 or whatever it is now. He's got that many. But on here is a little song called Sue's the Cough Song. which is him fiddling about with the acoustic guitar, and it's a beautiful little piece. And then he coughs at the end and he says, "That's where it fades out," and everybody starts laughing. But it's a great wee number, and it was actually used in the film Hick, starring Chloe Grace Moretz and your boy Redman, what's his name? Eddie Redman, which is a really good film. I really enjoy it. In fact, there's quite a few Bob Dylan songs on that film. That's where I actually first heard it. Even though I had this CD, that's where it really jumped out at me. I thought, I wonder if that is Bob Dylan. So I went through this and I found it and I love it. So that's Sue's The Cough Song. And I know normally Bob Dylan is not renowned for his instrumentals because he's probably the best lyricist ever. So those are my 5 choices. There was a couple others I was going to pick, like ABBA's Arrival, but I think you're probably ABBA'd out from me. And Pig Bag, which I love. Papa's got a brand new Pig Bag, until I found out that all their stuff's instrumentals. Okay, that's me for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.